Okay, this video is the last video for section 9.1. So exciting, we're getting to the end here. Then we can start 9.2. All right, so this one kind of looks like a word problem, but it's not too bad. We're just going to have to draw a picture to figure out what's happening here. So they said let theta be an acute angle of a right triangle, so I know I have a right triangle. And then it says evaluate, and you can think that means find. Find the other 5 trigonometric functions if sine is 3 over 5. So basically, they're giving me the sine, and they want me to find the rest of these. So I know I need to find sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. The way this works is, if I know the sine of theta is 3 over 5, we remember that sine is opposite over adjacent. So I know the opposite side has a length 3 and the adjacent side has a length 5. So I'm going to draw a triangle here. And they said let theta be the acute angle, so that's the smaller one. So this is going to be my theta. It's opposite the short side. This is going to be my right angle. So this is my H. This will be my A because it's touching my angle. And this will be my opposite. Now I know opposite is 3. Adjacent, oops, I wrote this wrong. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 5. Hopefully you guys caught that. So I need to first find the adjacent side, and then I can find all the rest of my trig functions. So I know sine is 3 over 5. I'm going to need to find cosine of theta and tan of theta. And then I'm going to need to find cosecant of theta, secant of theta, and cotan of theta. I need this missing side first, though. So this missing side is a leg, because here's my right angle. So my Pythagorean is going to look like 3 squared plus, I'm going to call it a squared, equals 5 squared. And this is going to be 9 and 25, so a squared is going to equal 25 minus 9, which is 16. Square root both sides, so adjacent side is 4. So this side is 4. So now I can just fill these in. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's going to be 4 over 5. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, 3 over 4. And these other ones, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine. Cotan is the reciprocal of tan. Okay, let's look at one more. So again, I'm dealing with an acute angle. I'm going to draw my picture first this time. I'm going to draw it different, just to be different. So here's my theta. That's my small angle opposite the short side. Right angle. Evaluate the other 5 trig functions. So again, I'm going to find sine, cosine, tan, cosecant, secant, cotan. What did they give me this time, though? They gave me tan. So it's just a 1. I'm going to turn it into a fraction, stick a 1 under it. So I'm going to say tan is 1 over 1. And tangent, if you remember, is opposite over adjacent. Let me make that look more like a 1. So here's my hypotenuse, directly across from my right angle. Here's my theta. So adjacent side will be this one that's touching it. So that has a length of 1. So that's my A. Opposite side is going to be here. And that's going to have a length of 1 also. And hypotenuse is going to be 1 squared plus 1 squared equals h squared. Be careful, that's not going to be 1. This is 1 squared is 1, 1 squared is 1. So this is going to be 2 equals h squared or h equals the square root of 2. So my hypotenuse is square root of 2. Okay, now I can start filling in. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, 1 over the square root of 2. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, same thing, 1 over the square root of 2. Tangent I already knew. Cotangent is going to be 1 over 1, or just 1. Secant is going to be square root of 2 over 1, which is just the square root of 2. Cosecant is going to be square root of 2 over 1, or the square root of 2. Okay? I'm going to say, pause the video on this one and try it, and then come back for the answer, or perhaps I'll put the answer in the next video.